In today's video, I am testing out this Resin-Crete kit of DIY hanging flowers from Jade Officials. Now, they've ever so kindly sent me this kit and I am so excited to give it a go. We are going to create with this, but we're going to add a little bit of a twist, which I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll find out together. So the kit essentially comes with everything you're going to need. It comes with the molds, and can I just say, these molds look super detailed and super chunky. Absolutely love them. It comes with 2 bags of Resin-Crete and some cups, mixing stick, some string to even hang these, some paint and brushes. And can I just tell you, I need those brushes because I'm literally out of paint brushes in my studio. A little palette and the instructions. So let's get to it. So I'm going to mix up one of the entire bag that it came with and we'll see what we get. So if you don't know how Resin-Crete works, it's essentially 30 grams of or 30 ml of water for every 100 grams of the Resin-Crete powder. And I have worked with a ton of Ecoresin in my days, and can I just say, this is the most forgiving Ecoresin that there is, because it's quite low viscosity, it's quite thin, so it does get into the little crevices and nooks and crannies of the mold, and it just ends up giving a really nice finish without any air pockets and air bubbles. But like I said, these molds that this came with look super detailed. I mean, the flowers look like they're tiny and look like they have a lot of detail, so I really don't know how this is going to work, so let's see. So once I've mixed this up, I'm trying not to have too many lumps in there. What I'm going to do is add a bit of color, and I have gone for a taupe browny kind of color. I want like an earthy color, and I'm just basically going for some vintage vibes here, and this color just called out to me. So it's kind of like a truffle kind of a color. You'll see. So I'm just mixing that in, and what I'm going to do is add, this is the twist bit, I'm going to add some essential oils into this. So hear me out. These are little flower hangings, right? And do you know how you get those little fresheners for your cupboards and your, you know, to hang onto your doors and inside your cupboards and in your bathroom, etc., that release fragrance? Now I'm thinking, if we can make these into those, like how awesome would that be? So I'm just literally going ahead and adding some essential oil into this mixture, and I really don't know how this is going to work. Now I can see some of the oil floating on top, but we're just going to give it another good mix, and I'm just going for it. I'm literally pouring this into the molds. Whether this affects the integrity of Resin-Crete, whether this cures, whether it doesn't, you know, we're all going to find out together. So we're just going for it. Now, I am going to err on the side of caution and use my little silicone tool to just kind of help the Resin-Crete into the little cavities. So I'm just literally, I've just poured a little bit down into the mold, and I'm using this tool to sort of just squish them about and push the Resin-Crete into the deep little pockets of this mold. I don't know if it's required. Like I said, Resin-Crete is quite thin, and I don't know if it's necessary, but better safe than sorry is my approach at this point. So we're just gonna do this and hope for the best. So I was able to make 3 of these flower hanging thingies, and I had a tiny bit left over, which I decided to pour into another mold that was lying around. So we will be back in a little bit and see if this has worked. I'm going to give them a little bit of a tap and shimmy, and fingers crossed.
2 hours later.
Okay, so it has been 2 hours. You don't usually have to leave Resin-Crete that long, but that's just how long it's been. And I just wanted to give it a little bit more time just because of the detail of these molds. So time for unmolding, and I'm actually quite surprised how easily this is unmolding, because like I said, I mean, it looks like there's a lot of detail on those molds. And now for the reveal. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Oh wow. Wow, I'm just blown away with the detail of those roses. Absolutely stunning. I think they're roses. Yeah, I don't know actually now, but that looks absolutely amazing. Love the frame around it as well. Okay, let's see how the other ones have worked out. Again, so I'm just easing this off the edges first and then just carefully pulling it away from the rest of the mold. Easy does it. Can you see how clean that mold has come out? Wow, just wow. I mean, look at that. Now I have some overspill kind of points on the frame, so I'm just like literally popping these with my finger and they just pop right out. So there we go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
Love them. And can I just say, I absolutely love the color that I've gone for. Hashtag vintage vibes all over. Right now for one of my favorite ones, it's the big rose mold. Let's see. Right, I did save the best for the last. So, my God. I mean, would you look at that? Look at how three-dimensional those flowers are. They are proper chunky and wow, like I don't even know what to say. And already, can I just say, they smell so amazing. Like I think this has worked. And do you know what? I don't see any difference in a regular resin-crete cast. So I don't believe adding the essential oil has altered the structure or integrity of resin-crete, except that it only smells absolutely divine. Okay, so now I know they gave us some paint, but I'm going to be extra about this and I'm going to use some liquid gold by Montana and actually give these a bit of a metallic touch. So I'm using the brush that they sent, this sort of flat tip one, and I'm just sort of brushing the gold on. I don't want to cover the entire bit of the rose, so I kind of want it to be sort of ombre shaded effect. So what I'm doing is covering the center white gold, and then I'm just like sort of fading it away on the outer petals, if that makes sense. Hopefully you'll see at the end what it looks like, but I am in love. Like as I'm doing this, I am so chuffed. I cannot believe A, how cool these look, and B, I just love the functionality of them, that now these are going to be like giving out these awesome fragrances. And of course you can use any fragrance you want. I actually use two types. I use bergamot in these ones, and then I also made, because I was so obsessed, I also made another batch and I use lavender in those, and they're just regular essential oils. And if you ask me how much I added, a good amount. I'd say probably a teaspoon amount in about 250-300 grams of resin-crete. So yeah, love, love, love. I will link I'm going to go ahead and link this kit in the description below, along with my discount code if you want to try it out for yourself. And if you do it, and if you try it with adding the fragrance, do tag me and let me know how that went, because I'm just obsessed. So I just went around and did some of the same metallic detail on some of these. Some of them I just did a little, like on the little flowers, I just did little dots, and I went around and painted the gold frame. Okay, so I've picked up this suede ribbon thingy, string ribbon that came in the kit, and I've actually found a perfectly good matching color to this. It's like a taupe color, which goes perfectly. So I'm going to use that and hang those. But like I told you, I was obsessed and I did make another badge. And this one, I just went with the regular resin-crete color. So they're white, and I used some lavender fragrance, and wow, like even as white, they just look so cool. And now let me show you how I hung these. So I hung this at the back of my hanger on my guest bedroom, and then I hung another one, sorry about the lighting, but I hung another one in my wardrobe, and then I hung the white ones in my other ensuite, and they look so adorable. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I had so much fun creating these, and I hope you like, comment and sub, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye!